Okay. All right, let me start over. KUHF. Go ahead. Today we took another step forward in the revitalization of Buffalo Biopark. Buffalo Biopark is from Sabine Street to Shepherd. And in a critical part of Buffalo Biopark is Eleanor Tinsley Park, which is on the south side, and it is our festival park for the city. What we did today, thanks to the negotiations of the Buffalo Bio Partnership, we accepted a gift from the Now Foundation of a new pavilion in Eleanor Tinsley Park to create a stage and an area for events, and then an investment by Silver Eagle Bud Light in redoing the bowl area. They're not going to create permanent seats, they're not going to create a permanent stage, but it's going to be called the Bud Light Amphitheater. What they're going to do is they're going to put underground, they're going to put the road in, they're going to grade it, they're going to make sure that it will hold the big trucks that we bring in when we do the big festivals and have to put stages, and then they are going to reshape it so that it becomes more of a natural amphitheater, so it will work better as an event venue. And this is constitutes a $2 million investment. When there's not an event going on, it's going to look just like the way it does now, except the landscape is a little bit reshaped. The bowl will be a little bit different, but there will be a new pavilion at the top, which will be the Now Family Pavilion. It's just a small covered pavilion for more event space, and it's part of the complete transformation of Buffalo Biopark from Shepherd to Sabine that's underway today. Yeah, it's going to be, when there's not an event there, it's just going to look like a natural area and part of the park.
Will it be a paid for event area? Because they've been planning something like that.
We've been making steps, and there's a lot of work going on, and there's a complete master plan for Buffalo Biopark. The Eleanor Tinsley Park piece of it, we are going to be doing some work there as well, kind of freshening it up. It's still going to be Eleanor Tinsley Park. This is going to be just an amphitheater, which is already a natural area down closer to the water where we normally put our stages. And so there's not for the average person that goes by, it's not going to look any different. And it's simply going to make it easier for us to do the major festivals we do over there.
Mayor, could you?
Well, what's going to happen is they're going to move stages in. They're not going to be a permanent stage. And so, if it's a big event, if it's Free Press Houston again, and we hope that Free Press Houston stays, they put 6 stages up. Freedom Over Texas, our 4th of July celebration, we have multiple stages all up and down Buffalo Bio, in and out of Eleanor Tinsley Park. There's lots of different events. So the capacity is just whatever anybody wants to put in. What their donation will do is reshape the contours so it's easier to sit, it drains better, and that we can get the big trucks down there without tearing up the turf.
Mayor, could you speak a little to the need for TIRZ 25 and put that in the context of the fact that your administration has pushed forward fewer TIRZs than in the 90s, etc.?
There is no magic about a TIRZ. Nothing happens when you create a TIRZ. What happens is when you actually put economic development into a TIRZ. I am wary of tying up a lot of the city's tax base in the creation of TIRZs, and I'm also wary of creating a TIRZ, creating a false expectation. This is an area of Houston that is ripe for redevelopment. The real estate markets and the development market are appropriate now to see new dollars coming in. This gives us a mechanism to target that redevelopment and those dollars in an area and quickly turn it around. And so the time was right and the circumstances are right. Now, a critical element of this is for Fort Bend County to participate, because a large segment of this TIRZ is in Fort Bend County. I'd also love to see Harris County participate, and we'll see what happens with that, because the more tax dollars that are available, the more we can do in terms of infrastructure. But we will create the TIRZ, and then it falls to the city and to the council member and the folks in that community to go out and recruit companies to invest, because it's the investment that makes the difference.
Has some of that discussion already started with developers? Have people already come forward with ideas or in support of this?
Some of that discussion has already started, and as the neighborhood indicated today, there's a lot of housing development going on, but the TIRZ benefits from commercial and retail development. That's what we want to see happen. In conjunction with TIRZ, in the appropriate circumstances, you might very well see us do another 380 agreement. That area is of particular concern to us because it is a food desert, and I would imagine that one of the earliest projects we'd like to see happen over there is figure out a way to get more of that kind of retail development in. They need grocery stores and pharmacies, and so there are opportunities there, but it's create the TIRZ, and then we go bring the development in. And it also assures potential developers that have been looking at that area that there's new infrastructure coming, and that there is a way to pay for it. And there's a chicken and egg element. We may, sometimes we have to go and build the street, build the water line so that the developers will come in. Sometimes, as we've been doing with the 380s, we ask them to pay for it and we pay them back, but it's about the combination.
We're done, thank you.
Woo-hoo. All right.